Hi everyone. So I'm here again, chat live with Maria. So like I was saying before, you know, like how can we make our live chats a little bit better or your business a little bit better? And though I'm not really an expert on, you know, on business, but I'm learning. And I think that short videos are way better than long ones. And depending on on what topic you're wanting to talk about, I think that that's very important. Short videos are way better because people don't want to, it's, like I said before, if you're really experienced in it, then it's something that, it's all for you and it's benefiting you. Talking about benefits, I have a friend who told me about benefits and about, what is it in for you? Like, she was telling me, when you take up an offer or an opportunity, look into what could benefit you you know, out of taking that opportunity. And sometimes when we take up an opportunity, we usually want to learn from what we are taking up. And so sometimes, by being with somebody who is more knowledgeable in certain areas of entrepreneurship, sometimes it's better to absorb and learn from those who already know about the business. And there are times that you want to learn, but also, you want to gain something from what you have learned and, already like gain something. And so if you don't see that you're benefiting out of, of what you are learning, then why even negotiate with, you know, that person or, invest your time in that, and what that person is offering you. You know, I see a lot of people where they offer you a lot of, how can you make your business better? How can you improve your business? How can you improve your social media? And how can, you have more followings? And, and you really think about that and you take, that in and that information and see if that information of what you're taking in is any kind of value to you, and will it really improve your business or your social media. And so many of the times, like I said before, many of the times, like you can have a lot of viewership and you can have a lot of people entering into your page, but a lot of the times, like I like engagement, I like to talk, I like to have a one-on-one, whether regardless if the comment is a negative comment or whether it's a positive comment. I like to have discussions in my page. And I really, I'm seeing that, and I wish that I had more of that. So, like some people may not like what you put on your page, or they may have an opinion of what you have said, or they may have an opinion about a certain topic that you did. And so I really like that. I like the one-on-one, or I like comments and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of YouTubers, they really engage and communicate with their viewers. And I think that when you start doing that, that's when you get your viewers, like that's when you really get people to come into your page. A lot has to do, yes, with you boosting and stuff like that. Like I have found, like, if I boost a certain page where people are interested in, well, then, people start engaging in that, but it's only like, for a minute, and then, they won't continue to comment, or don't want to continue the one-on-one with you. And so, yeah, it becomes difficult sometimes, not all the times. And sometimes you just like your audience to really like what, like events and stuff like that. And I have found that if you boost a certain kind of event, people will actually look into it and will actually go or tune into it. So, those are the things that I think that are important, in before investing your time in a social media. Like, really look at what others are doing and try to recreate or try to make it your own, and your own thing. And that's what that's what I have to say. I mean, not that my advice is the best advice, but that's for now what's working for me. And even though I don't have a lot of viewerships on YouTube, uh, doesn't really mean that you have to give it up. Like, don't give up just because you don't see viewers, or just because you don't see comments. It's not, like I've always said, it's it's not always gonna be the same. It's not always gonna stay the same. And so, you know, um, you're gonna improve what you have, or you're going to, like I said, be creative. And like, I want to be creative, but like I said, there's I have to think, am I limited to only a certain thing? And so we don't want to limit ourselves only to a certain thing. We want to expand and make progress and have different things, so that our viewers don't slack, or maybe don't try to slack yourself. Like, always keep it up. Like, I know that I don't keep it up, and so I really should preach what I am. I should really actually, preach to myself of, what I'm trying to really to convey and trying to say to my audience. And so we don't want to confuse, the audience as well. So, one, boosting is good. Uh, if you're trying to have viewers get into your page, boosting is good. To recreate or try to make it your own. I have found that out. And then, engaging in, with your viewers and your commenters is very important. Those are three things. And then, you know, uh, taking the time to also change your page, and keeping up with your page helps a lot of people to come in and, and to look into your page. If you have the same thing, like always and always, then you will lack a lot of viewers. A lot of the times when you are very controversial, that's another thing too. Like, if you have a certain topic, and it's really good, you want to keep it up and engage even more, and to have them engage with each other. And it's very good, because the more people you engage, and the more people you bring into your page to engage with others, as long as it doesn't get nasty, then that's really good, and that will help you to have more people come into your page, and also into your live streaming. It's very important that that you engage, and that you say something, as you're viewing a show or whatever it is, on the topic of the day. So yeah, like, those things are very important, that I feel, that people should really be mindful of when they have a social media or when they're doing a YouTube. So, and like looking at your other counterparts, your other YouTubers, and they can also help you and, I'll give you some kind of knowledge of how to do things. So that's all I really wanted to say. I'm trying to keep up with my YouTubers. I also am going to say that I'm very, very thankful for all of you and for viewing my page, because to me it means a lot that people view my page and that they take out the time to really listen to what I have to say. And not all the time, I want to talk about negative things. I have other things to talk about, and not all of them have to be like negative or or sad. uh, like today was not a very sad day for me, and so actually it was a very happy day for me, and I was very, very happy of the results of the volunteer, and I'll keep on saying it. I'm very, very happy about that, and I'm glad that people came out to actually get involved in a cause that really means a lot, not only to me, but to others as well. And you'd be surprised because a lot of the people that were there were older people, and it surprised me. We had like a mix of young people and older people, and it made me kind of like realize that everybody in a time of need all come together, and that it should not only be like once a year, it should always be like all the time that we should be doing this, and gathering and really reaching out to others who are less fortunate than we are. And just sharing and loving and being kind to those who really are right now in a really bad situation. And so those socks and, those toiletries will help them, and hopefully it'll make their Christmas a little bit more better. Also, we did some cards for servicemen, for veterans, and so I just want to say that to all our veterans out there, who, whether they're homeless or whether they're away from home, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and that we're all thinking about you. Here from live chat with Maria, I wish everyone, and even our servicemen and women that fight each day for our freedom, I am very grateful, and all of us are very grateful for our freedom, and uh, for the things that you do for us. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish all of our veterans a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, everybody. Have a great one, and God bless. Bye bye.